Yeah, put
Yeah,
that on
little
there,
warning.
especially now.
Now
All
you
right.
get the warning.
Yeah, now you get the warning at the bottom. He forgot. But here we go. Let's talk. Let's do it. Let's get this Roman Reigns conversation. I've been waiting to do this. All right. After having talking to other people about this off the air and privately, let's do it. All right. Let's talk. There was a debate on Twitter this week. It was like around Tuesday, Monday. That I think it was Tuesday because right after he showed up on Monday
Yep.
Night Raw,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like, yeah, Roman Reigns will end up being a three-time inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. So they're talking the Shield, his solo career, and the Bloodline. So does Roman Reigns deserve three separate inductions? Here is where I stand. Absolutely not. You have got to be shitting me. No.
Expound.
No, 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 no. No. Did I say no?
I'm
Did
just
I
waiting.
say
No, no,
okay?
I'm waiting for you
No.
to
Going.
First of all,
expound.
there are way more other teams besides the bloodline or even just factions that deserve to go in. But before we even entertain a conversation of putting the bloodline in the Hall of Fame. Okay, let's start naming off these teams that should, if we're gonna put the bloodline in, needs to go in the Hall of Fame before. The New Day needs to go in before. Hold on, I've changed my page from my
Yeah,
notes.
go ahead. Go ahead. Keep it up. Keep
The
it up.
New Day needs to go in. Evolution needs to go in. Evolution's not in.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd put Rated RKO over putting the Bloodline. I'd put Legacy in there over the Bloodline. Put the Wyatts as a whole over the Bloodline.
Okay.
Okay, and the Bloodline is it. Putting the Bloodline as a whole is a stretch. Are you including everybody? Are you including the Tamatonga? Are you including Solo? Because let's be for real. Besides Roman Reigns and the Usos, there ain't nobody else is Hall of Fame worthy. Let's keep it a buck. I know we love our Samoans, okay, and we acknowledge our tribal chief, and I do, okay. And I love my Samoans, okay. I am part of that family, per me and just me. It doesn't matter. Y'all can't prove not that I'm not. But look, it's a fact. I'm not putting Tamatonga, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tongaloa, Solo Sikoa, the Usos, and Roman Reigns as a collective in the Hall of Fame.
Wait.
No, especially when you want Roman Reigns to be a three-time Hall of Famer when John Cena's not even in there once. Triple H is not even in there three times. If you're telling me you would have Roman Reigns be a three-time WWE Hall of Famer over Triple H is absolutely insane. Insane. Like it doesn't justify it. Like as great as the Bloodline storyline was for the past 5 years, congratulations. You managed to keep wrestling relevant during the pandemic. Thank you for that. And everything you did, great. Thank you. But we're not, we need to stop sipping the Kool-Aid. It's over with. Okay? It's over. Hall of Fame worthy? No. Roman Reigns in the Shield? Yes. Roman Reigns solo career? Yes. The Bloodline? No. The Usos go in separately? Yes. But as the Bloodline? No. No. Absolutely not. You might as well start throwing in Rikishi. You might want to start throwing in Haku. Throw in the Rock, throwing all of them in there, and still there's no justification why you need to put the Bloodline in the Hall of Fame. Go ahead, Cliff.
No. Go ahead, Marty. Go ahead. Let me rock.
Okay.
This was
All
this
right.
man. This man was talking about cooking.
All
This
right.
is
All
what he
right.
was talking about.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm. Okay. You can be sous chef. I'll get the first part ready. Nigga, what?
You what?
What the?
Yeah.
I love you, brother, and I mean this with all due respect, but put the pipe down. First off,
That's
nobody
actually funny.
said anything about him getting in or any of them getting in for Triple H or whatever. Randy Orton is one of my goats. I still have my legacy t-shirt, but would I put legacy in the Hall of fucking Fame? Absolutely fucking not. Evolution, of course, they're going to be in. They're going to do that again at some point. There's going to be multiples of that. How many times is Flair in? If we're looking at the Horsemen, and we respect the past and all that, but you think Tully Blanchard and them is getting in on their
They
own?
should.
Did the
They should.
Brainbusters get in their own, or did the Horsemen get in?
The Horsemen got in, absolutely.
Okay,
They
but
should put the
my point
Brainbusters on
my
there.
point
If you want to, if you want to legitimately talk about it, they should be in there.
No.
You can. Look, actually, you know what? I'm gonna write that down.
Hold on.
Add
You're
that on
talking
there
about,
on the
okay,
list
we
that should
can
be
do that. You're
before. Go
talking
ahead.
about semantics. My whole part is, does that mean we're throwing in the bloodline as a whole? This is the whole thing. This is the thing that's kept the not even just the internet. This has kept wrestling just not just relevant. Like this shit brought wrestling back off of the back of the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? They left the lane open so Cody could come in and, you know what I'm saying, and just tomahawk jam that bitch in there. What are you talking about? You know how many stars that they've made, or how they've been able to tell stories that have leaked over into whole other subplots from that? You're not putting in the Tongans in it. You're not doing all the other shit. It's everybody that was there for like the first two Roman and Cody matches. Anybody that interfered in the Bloodline rules matches, you would probably put in. You're going to put in Solo because he was a pivotal part. That Clash at the Castle shit, that made shit shake. That helped McIntyre a crazy bunch. Because remember but prior to that, it was just him and Lashley and a bunch of other people running in and beating up Dean Ambrose because Roman had just came back. You know what I'm saying? Like where he was now and where it became later, and the storytelling that they were able to pivot off of that one. He's still crying about it on the internet now. He'll probably tweet about it after this. Like that shit was so pivotal for wrestling, period. But it's Sammy, it's the Usos, it's Solo, it's Roman, it's Paul. If they're gonna go in as the bloodline, it's that. It's that and only that. All the stuff that's kind of spurred off of it, or they've used to kind of streamline storytelling. You're not going to enter that in because how the NWO got in? Didn't they put the NWO in? And it was only like what, the originals?
Yeah, and it was Hogan, it was Hall, it was Nash, and it was Pac. That's it.
Okay, not the 17 variations of it, not the different colors and all that, not the Wolfpack, none of that.
Nope.
Only the core is going to go in based off of that alone, and the fact that wrestling is what it is. The fact that when Rock came back, it was in this core. People were tired of the bloodline. No, you're not, because it led to other shit that you love. It's shaking right now off the back of that. Because if the bloodline wasn't the thing,
I would argue that it's off the back of Roman Reigns.
it's still part of the blood. It's still in the
Not
blood.
the bloodline.
But the
I believe
bloodline,
the star power of Roman
bloodline
Reigns.
orbited around. Okay, Roman Reigns, and the bloodline orbited around him. That's fine, but it's still the bloodline. From when it was beginning, when it was just him and Jay, and then Jimmy came.
Marty, to throw it in there, what did Roman refer to him and Jay as?
Bloodline.
Thank you. We're gonna keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying like you refer to them as bloodline. This has been a thing, and of course they're going to get in. They're going to get in. Like if Evolution gets in, if the Horseman Flair in twice.
Yeah, Flair's in twice.
Flair's in twice. They're already trying to break his record now. They're gonna break other people's records. They're going to get in there. Trips is going in, rightfully so, regardless if he put himself in or not. Right now, you know what I'm saying, Papa H. Shout out to you, bro, because I remember how it was before when Voldemort was still there. You know what I'm saying? You made it better. So I'm not going to complain about that. But to say that he doesn't get in with the bloodline, like when we live in now, we're living in it right now. What about the last 5 years makes you think that they wouldn't go in as the Hall of Fame, and only with the core, not the other people? And that's not to say they get in before Cena or New Day or any of that. That's neither here nor there. The point is it's happening. It's worthy with the Shield because they tell us to this day about it. It's worthy with him because him, all caps.
Right. Yes, absolutely. And it's worthy there's no doubt about that. Yeah.
How would he not get in for the third time with the bloodline? Like we live here. Pick up. You got 2K?
This is the man. Okay,
2K.
so listen.
I was playing it before I got on.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because when you look at the latest version of 2K, when you get the best edition, it's called the Roman Reign edition, isn't it?
No, it's called the Bloodline edition.
Thank you. So my point being is there's 1, 2, feud of the year, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. Best storyline of the year back in 2022, 2023. The Bloodline versus Sami Zayn. The Bloodline 2.0. Best storyline of 2022, the Bloodline and Sami Zayn. That's according to the New York Post, by the way. That's just, a regular one. Story of the year, 2023, the Bloodline. Let's talk about pro PWI, right? Where we're looking at Roman faction of the year, 2022, 2024. We're looking at Roman Reigns is the number one in the top 500 PWI in 2022. Hey, do you remember who the top tag team was that year?
Who?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the New Day. It was the Usos. So here's the thing. We're talking about men with the longest run with the unified championships, right? After beating Drew, taking the title, and then coming back when he came back originally after leaving from WrestleMania, remember, because he was supposed to be there. He was supposed to be the champion. He came back, smashed the monster among men, Braun Strowman, iced out. He beat up on Bray Wyatt, right, as a Fiend, and he took the title and ran with it. And who was the person that knocked him off? Last year, it was Cody. But guess who was running the whole time when they also had the championships, the tag team championships, unified tag team championships at that? The Usos. What was that faction called again? Was it called Roman and Friends? No, it was called the Bloodline. Of course, the Bloodline is getting in, and you can go ahead and say it. Yeah, the New Day are getting in. You could talk about. You can even say it. The Brainbusters will get in. Evolution gonna get in. Legacy can get in. That's all. That's great. They can get in. I'm just saying that Roman Reigns will be a 3-person who goes into the Hall of Fame. It's gonna be. You're gonna see Roman, you're gonna see the Shield, you're gonna see the Bloodline, and whether it's gonna be, Tama Tonga, Tamaloa, and Jacob Fatu, I don't think so. Right? I think Jacob Fatu is gonna get there on his own anyway. But when I look at the original members, the OGs of this, Paul, Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and then you'll probably throw Solo in there too, because
Sammy too.
Sammy, yeah, probably. And I say because when I think of the Bloodline, I actually think of 3 people respectively, and that is Jimmy, Jay, and Roman. So, the manager, clearly Paul, he is the brain behind this. He is the wise man for a reason. But I'm just thinking, when I think of those wrestlers, those are the big 3 that I think of, and those guys were running shit. And even when Solo came up, do you remember how Solo came up? And we're not going to talk about just Clash of the Castle. Do you remember what he was bringing when he came up? Because he didn't just show up empty-handed. At the time,
The
the man
North
was
American Championship.
yeah. So there was everybody in that family at one point had a title. I mean, what other faction has done that?
Right.
Since
So
Evolution.
yeah. So what are we talking about? Are we really sitting here debating like, oh man, like this shouldn't be a thing? These guys literally broke records as far as like holding the tag titles. Jimmy and Jay did it. And you know who else they knocked off at the time? The team that had the second best run, which was the who? The New Day.
Oh, the New
They
Day.
beat them, beat the brakes
Yeah.
off them. Everybody was, remember, it was, and we were all talking about the day 1-ish kind of stuff. They literally locked down every team for like 3 years.
Facts.
And how many main events did they have for WrestleMania in that time? You had Roman, you had the Usos. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Like, they not getting in? They not getting into WWE Hall of Fame? That's crazy, man.
They were leading the trail so much that it meant. Why do you think it mattered so much when Kevin and Sammy beat them?
That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
had to call the Super Friends to even take down the Bloodline. Like,
bruh.
everybody and their mama was there.
Everybody. They even needed Taker to come out and do something, man. It's crazy. Like, I don't know what he's talking about, but he's like, no, they're not gonna make it. Bruh, the guy, like, and we need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Hey, yo, man, this man drinks
You can put some
all
sugar
of it.
in yours.
Yeah,
Change it. You drink some
add
some
some
water.
sugar. Add some sugar
Oh,
to your
God.
stuff, bro. Your stuff is looking faulty right now, bro. That's crazy. My man is not. Because listen, not only did that happen, we talking about all the title runs. Like, let me read this off, right? WWE Championship, WWE Universal Championship, World Tag Team Championships, World Tag Team Champions again, right? Now we're just the Usos, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu and Tongaloa won the titles too. North American Championship, Andre the Memorial Championship with Jay. And then Paul Heyman got inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2024. Like, this is just the 4 years of them running. Like, that is crazy. It is crazy to sit back and go, nah, bro, they're not getting in. They ain't that. They ain't that. Like,
I was trying to let him cook, but like
nah, that man was still. Listen, this is how I see it, Chaz. If that was you cooking, I hope you bring some other flame, because right now at this point, man, I think of you as like that one girl who told her man, yo, I'm about to cook for you. I'm gonna make this real good for you, and then like threw in like a pack of noodles that still had the package on there and some like uncooked vegetables and water, and that's it. That's what it looked like you cooked
not the
with.
TV dinner.
That's you. That's not even TV dinner. It's like a full package of ramen noodles and not even boiling water, just flat white cold water and some like a carrot, not even cut, just a drop carrot in there and try to make it seem like you was trying to bring me some heat. I just brought you some stats, and you was talking about, oh, I'm about to cook, Cliff. Oh, look at this.
The show just started. The show just started, brother. The show just started. Let's keep it pushing. You got good points. We got to move on, though. All right, we got to move on. All right, so look, AEW fans, look, you might want to sit down for this one.
Commenting right now.
You want to sit down for this one, AEW fans, okay? Because you might not like this. All right.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod _X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm going to walk away and you're going to play another video. Now.